Hey there and happy Wednesday evening. So today I'm now doing my third video of the day, but this will be it. And then it is off for packing for Boji. I'm so excited to go, can you tell? And with that, I'm bringing you kind of a little bit of a sneak peek so that I can get you excited for the catalog that I hear is making an appearance in some of your mailboxes and such, and so I'm glad to hear that. And when I see you guys at events and different things, I have a whole stack that I've been passing out too, because my intent was to pass them out at my open house, and when they arrived 2 days late, I was so sad. So when you see me in person, if you aren't getting yours in the mailbox, don't be afraid to ask for that catalog too, because I will have yours most likely with me and ready to give to you. All right, so are you ready for a sneak peek from that catalog? Here is the Waterside, let me double check, Relaxing Waterside. It's a suite of products, very lake looking orientated. The paper is great. I'm not going to go into detail too much because this is just going to be a sneak peek. I can't even show you the inside of the catalog. As a demonstrator, we're not allowed to show that. I can pass out catalogs, I can ooh and ah with you in person, but on camera I just cannot show the inside of the catalog yet until the catalog goes live. So I'm going to show you where I got the cool paper from, because I thought, you know, it's just easier maybe if I use other current paper and then give you a sneak peek of this bundle. So let me get my camera turned around. Hello there, Pam. I'm here. So I don't know if you have the day off, but I think I've seen you a couple times on here, so that's kind of fun. And let's see here. Hold on 1 second. Just gonna see if I have. Here we go. After I thought about it, I can show you this. I can show you the products, just not the catalog. But here's the Relaxing Waterside stamp set. And I'm actually going to use the dies to make the chair, so that won't be stamped. But I love that they give us options. So the chair can be stamped, colored in, die cut, or you can use the dies here to make your own chair, which I'm going to do. Otherwise, this die cuts out that chair. And I love the sentiments. If you need Father's Day, there's that. Here's to a new chapter with a book. Have a great birthday. Relax. Today is your day. Could be a good retirement stamp set too, but just kind of outdoorsy. And there again with Father's Day, not too far away. It's kind of nice to see that they have an option for us for that. And actually, before I get too distracted or too into my card, I'm just going to show you this this little piece that I bring to all my parties that show exactly what the name of the stamp set, the papers, the colors that I'm using. So you can look at that, take a screenshot if you like that. And then this background paper here is from Country Woods. So I just wanted to show you that's in the annual catalog here on page 119. And I just looked, kind of my squirrel moment, I'm looking at this paper and wanted to look it up to make sure it wasn't on the last chance list. I don't see that it's on the last chance list, so maybe it'll move to online. But the beautiful gallery, that said low inventory. And I know a lot of you, after I've been making cards galore lately with the 6x6, it never gets old. It's just so pretty. So I'm seeing that on low inventory if you guys want to take advantage of that, because today is double points, tomorrow's double points, Friday's double points for Stampin' Rewards. So instead of your order getting 10% back in Stampin' Rewards, you get 20%. So want to let you know that. But yeah, so Country Woods here, you can see, you could actually also, as I look at this, take this and maybe even with an upcoming class I did this in gray. Maybe it'd be fun to do the exact same card but in browns there, because that would work with the Country Woods paper as well. So that is where that is coming from. Okay, so the base of the card here is gray granite. So I'm using gray granite and basic gray. So it's going to look kind of a little bit monochromatic with the grays together here, opening this way. And then what I did, I used my paper saving technique. So I cut a piece of basic gray here, 4 by 5 1/4, and then die cut the everyday arches. I think I did a squeal when I opened up the new catalog and saw that the everyday arches is in there. That's not going away. Perennial postage is not going away. And what other one do I use a ton? Nested essentials. Those are just my like essential go-tos, and they're all going to be coming back. So I will continue to use these everyday arches dies. So what I did is just cut that out of there, and we're still going to use both of these pieces. So let me get some adhesive going here. Keep thinking this is going to give out during one of my lives. I have my next refill just sitting in the wings waiting because there's not much left in here. Okay, so now this is ready to go down on my card. And I know sometimes when people are new to my classes, they'll be like, what is she doing here? Like, this is not making any sense. But then this next layer is cut 3.75 by 5, so just another 1/4 inch step down in measurement here. And I'm just going to take that and put that right over. So now we are covering up that arch. Nobody needs to know that that is cut out, but it just makes it so that there's less bulk in our card, and we're saving instead of cutting out that big chunk and then cutting back and using more cardstock to do this. Pam, you're gonna love today's cards. Well, there's 2 Pams on here. Pam loves die cuts. Pam Cranky, Pam K. Okay, so now before I attach this, I'm just going to take, where's my scratch? A little bit of scratch paper here. I'm just going to take this, open up my basic gray ink pad, and the stamp set, like I said, May 5th is when it comes out, but it gives us a couple chunks of like that seagrass. I'm using the larger of the 2, so I'm just going to ink that up and then stamp, and without re-inking, stamp again, and then stamp, and without re-inking, stamp again, so you get the picture. So it just kind of fills in all of that. So that's going to be our background for the bottom part of these dies. Yes, Pam. Okay, yeah, we'll be using dies. Pam loves dies. Okay, so next, I'm just going to put this on my card, and I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 dimensionals. I don't want to get this too bulky again because I'm going to be popping up the chair on top of it. We already have like 3 layers right here. Well, and we'll do an inside. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the chair 7. So it's going to become intense. All right. So I just kind of give it a little bit of air underneath there, just so you can see that. Oh, I hope it's not crooked. Hold on. Yeah, I'm just going to give it a little tiny shift. Just felt like it was the tiniest bit crooked, not terrible. Okay, so now we're building up kind of our background for getting our chair ready to sit and relax. Hello there, Julie. Good to see you on here. So now, like I said, you could stamp out the chair, color it in or not, or what I chose to do is cut out this, and then these little arm pieces, and now we're going to make the chair. So I did that ahead of time. I have my little tackle box here that I bring to classes. It looks like a miniature tackle box. So there's the chair, and then this piece actually gets die cut out with that, and then I just pop it out of the die and keep it there. And we've got this chair back here, and now I'm going to just dump out a few of these arms because we have to look to make sure there's a left and a right. So what I do is take my glue here, and just what I've done is just take and put some liquid glue right there, set it there, and then put some glue across this piece right here, and then this piece right here. This piece that I'm doing last isn't important because it's just going to put that extra little strip on, and I might just do that first so that I don't get little bits of glue on my finger. So it goes from just plain to now it has an added look to it, and it's not only die cut, but it has a fun wooden texture look to it. Okay, so now with the glue on here and up here, I'm just going to feed that in here, and that's going to press together, and then I can press that down and then it will stick together. I feel like I got extra glue tonight for some reason. I think I can be more careful, cautious when I don't have the camera on me, but it works. Okay, so now it is together. So those that went to my class was like, oh, that looks like it's going to be a little bit iffy, and it's really not too bad to put together. And now I just put little dots of glue on the arm, on each side of the arm. And then this is where I take these die cuts that I've done ahead of time, make sure there's a left and a right. And then that just kind of follows the guide of the chair frame. And then I'm just going to put that right on top of each of those. And now the 3D part of the chair, I feel like once you get those armrests on, it really makes it look like a chair that is like three-dimensional, which is really fun. I'm going to get rid of these so I don't lose them or have them stick to my fingers. Now they're a little bit sticky. And then for this, I'm just going to grab some dimensionals. This is going to get popped up too. So I'm just going to do that across the back side there. That kind of also holds that chair in place. And then, where's my minis? Here's my minis. Grab my minis and just put just one on each arm here. And actually, I'm just going to move that a little bit if I can. Yeah, it looked like it was sticking over. And because this is so tiny, you guys, I like it popped up, but I think I'm just going to take the top off my dimensional here. Hopefully that'll come off. Come on. There we go. And then I'm actually just going to cut the mini dimensional in half. So it's going to be even smaller. I'm just going to put that there. Maybe. It likes to stick to my finger. And then the other one. So it's in between the slats. I know that's probably more fussing than doing the die cutting and putting the chair together, but I just like how it gives it some lift. And we have those black mini dimensionals too, where depending on the color of your chair, that's a great option. So what I love about this is that I can set it down, and with it being popped up, it also adds to the 3D look of it. And then you can see kind of that prairie grass underneath there as well to give it some dimension. And so for the extra kind of props, I gave people the option of a book and a cup of coffee, could be tea. My husband joked when I was sharing this one with him. He's like, well, if you're making the card for me, don't put either one. I'm not going to start reading books anytime soon. Neither one of us like to drink coffee. Sometimes I'll drink tea. That's kind of the way it is here. And he does not like reading books. I could read books 24/7. Okay, so on the card, today is your day. I'm just going to stamp that out kind of over a little bit on this. And recently at a class, and I try and show this on my video, they were like, oh, I can't do those little banner cuts. And that's why I love that we had a punch for a while. And there is the triple banner punch right now. And, but I thought, well, this is a good time to show you. Just start going up the middle. Just, look at where halfway is. Just eye that, go up the middle. And then when you cut from side to side towards that middle, then you almost always get a perfect banner cut. You're not trying to figure out what angle you started it at and such. And it works out really well that way. And I'm going to just take some more from this little strip here of my dimensional. Love having that edge on there. And that is going to go right here. Today is your day. Now for the coffee cup, I'm going to bring over my die cut. And Pam K was watching, and she's like, she loves dies, and she's probably thinking, is she ever going to use any? Because I did a lot of that ahead of time with the everyday arches and the chair and such. Okay. So I'm just going to put that on here. And the other thing that's nice about this stamp set is, like at the class, I could give them options if they wanted it to be happy birthday. Here's to the next chapter, which goes with the book if you wanted it to. I'm going to put in there, have a great birthday, happy Father's Day. Yeah, I think that's it. So anyway, it's always nice to have those options. Let's see, there's my dimensional here. So we've got a coffee cup, and one regular dimensional fits about perfect. And I've often said, I think Stampin' Up! Designers go, what size coffee cup should we do it? Well, let's make it exactly the size of a dimensional, because sometimes I feel like they do that. So you could put coffee on there if you wanted. You could put it on the ground here next to you, or on the other side here as well. I think I'm just going to put it kind of on the ground there, like so. It just kind of, to me, balances. But I saw other people in my class doing that, and I like that look too. And some people did both the book and the coffee cup, and that's great too, because that kind of balanced its way out as well. And then for the embellishments, these are upcoming. So as a demo, I can pre-order some things, and I knew I wanted this whole suite. So I went ahead and ordered a couple packages, and that was kind of the limit of the Dewdrops embellishments. And they have some nice blue and green and such to go with the designer series paper. And once you guys see that, you will love it. I'm just going to take these clear Dewdrops and add like a larger one and a smaller one. There's a couple different sizes. And because the card is monochromatic, I love just that little subtle look of having an embellishment, but yet having it be subtle, especially if you're giving it to a guy. So that works out really well that way too. And for the inside, so outside today is your day, and don't have a dad anymore on Earth, and so I'm going to make this be have a great birthday, because I still have all 4 of my brothers with me, so it's always nice to have a guy card for them. Have a great birthday here. And then if you want to too, you can follow through with like that coffee cup and then stamp that down there in the corner as well. The ink that I'm using, I think I forgot to mention, is basic gray. So the card base, gray granite, and then the ink, basic gray. So hopefully that will help you. But like I said, mostly a sneak peek. This paper is from the Country Woods Designer Series paper. And so it's fun to see new and old combine well, and that they can be used interchangeably. But don't worry, there is some fantastic designer series paper coming your way that matches this suite, or part of the suite too. But I just thought it was kind of fun to see that both too, because some of you might already have that Country Woods, or like I said, it's one of those things that I don't think I saw it in the catalog, so will it get moved to online, or what's the status? So I always kind of like to show things like that so they don't get forgotten in that transition. All right, so now it is time for me to pack both my suitcase, both the stuff that I'm going to work on, and also like my vending stuff for the weekend. And I will be in Okoboji then Thursday afternoon through Sunday afternoon. So if you're in the area, want something to do, want to come say hello, want to shop, want to see what I'm working on, feel free to stop in. It doesn't hurt to text, just in case I pop out for something or taking a nap, because sometimes we stay up late, believe it or not. So, all right, take care, and I will see you again with some more videos for inspiration next week again. Thank you. Bye-bye.